You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast with your hosts, Chris and Taylor. Oh,
dude, when you said you were going to do the intro, I didn't know you were going to sing, so maybe we should re-record.
Dude, well, I do have a background as a musician. Sometimes I just got to go back to my roots.
Taking it back to the roots.
Taking it back to the old worship leader days. Dude, someone in our group the other day, I posted a description. This is awesome. I hope she's listening to this podcast. I was like, hey, we need a sales closer, basically message me. You can't be a lazy bum, can't be a loser, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, do you love Jesus? I thought you used to be a worship leader. Not sure where you are with that anymore, but this is very disrespectful. I was like,
what does that mean?
I was like, you're getting blocked right now because you're racist.
I don't think that's racism.
It's religious. It's religious racism.
What are we talking about today?
Dude, you tell me. You're the one. I want you to lead this podcast, and I'm just here with tag along, sing along. I'm just going to sing my points.
Okay. Well, don't do that, but I definitely want you to give your points. I was on Facebook, the Facebooks the other day, and it's crazy how you just get lost in that vortex, the black hole.
Oh, yeah.
Especially a lot of ignorant people who don't know what the hell they're doing in business.
Especially when they're selling third-party data to analytic companies.
Yep. Anyways, there was this post about someone saying, well, what if this didn't work? What if that didn't work? What should I do with this?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, this is such a problem, a disease that plagues entrepreneurs, people who want to win. And they are playing the what if game. You see it all over social media, online. People just they're dreaming every day. Like, oh man, what if I actually launched my business? What if I actually launched this product? What if I actually sold high ticket? What if I actually pushed a webinar to market? What if I wrote this sales page? What if I reached out to this person and offered my service? Yeah, what if you did? Who cares? Who gives a literal F? It's not going to do anything for you if you're playing this game. And I don't know about you, dude, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing people who have so much potential. They can change so many people's lives playing this game.
Well, here's the deal, dude. About a year and a half ago, I got a realization and a revelation. And it's like I had this dream and I saw the world as it was, not as what I wanted it to be.
I feel like you're lying to me right now.
No, this is true. And basically I got this realization that if everybody actually did the steps to get them to their vision, to get them what they said they wanted, it would be a bad world. Hold on. Hang tight with me for a second. Even if you are a 10-figure business owner, this is going to help you see the world properly. Listen, if every single person on Facebook right now who said, I want to be successful, I want what you guys have, I want to be famous, if they actually did the right stuff, then who would make our Starbucks? Who would drive us around in Ubers?
Yeah.
Like, who would check us in at the gym? Who would make sure that the offices are clean when we get here in the morning? I'm not being entitled. I'm not being elitist. I'm just saying, in a capitalistic world, there are people that deserve to be at the top, and then there are people that do not. Okay, before we get into all this weird stuff about money and like, I don't believe that unethical people deserve to be at the top. I don't believe that liars deserve to be the top. But here's the thing. The people who fight their way to the top, they do the difficult things. They don't think what if, they just act. They just do. I wasn't thinking back when I hired my first mentor, what if this doesn't work out? I was like, boom, I have an Amex. I have to make this work. Because if I don't, I'm going to be stuck at a dead end job, vacuuming the floors and filling up the brochures in the front. The rest of my life, that's not acceptable. But here's the thing, not everybody thinks this way.
Yeah.
If you're thinking like, what if I fail, and that's causing you to not take action, fundamentally, you got to recognize the fact that how you're behaving right now, you don't deserve to be at the top. So you either have to change your behavior, change how you think, or accept the fact that the best you got is to make $15 an hour. You work 1 hour at Starbucks so you can afford one Chipotle meal. That is your economic ratio.
Yes. Yes.
Is that too harsh? We can cut that out if you need us to.
That's what people need to hear. Yeah, man, that's really good. Your level of thinking is definitely equated to the amount of money that you're making. And so if you're thinking at that level, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if my ads don't work? What if someone puts a hateful comment or a meanie comment on my post?
My favorite.
Right? If that is the train that you're thinking in, you're going to fail. Of course. You're never going to succeed.
Did you see the comment that I replied to a couple days ago?
On a
This
net?
guy, yeah. He was like, this guy was like, it looks like male internet porn. And I replied and I said, I bet you'd like that. And he didn't respond.
Yeah, that's weird.
Probably get our ad account banned, but it was so fulfilling.
Here's the thing. Instead of that, like, you have to expect that it's not going to work. You are going to fail. Your ad's going to get jacked up. People are going to hate on you. And that is the strategy that you should have, because it takes work. Like, it's all about work. And it's all about knowing that you're going to get knocked down and getting up again and again and again. And those are the people that win. Those are the people who make the money they want to make. Those are the people who have the freedom they want, the time they want. Everything and anything that they want are those people. Yeah. And that's the strategy that you should have.
I actually can't think of one initiative that we launched or have tried that worked out of the gate. I can't think of one. Not one. We have to do it again. We have to take it off the market and recalibrate, put it back on the market. We have to run ads to it, stop ads, fix something, fix that. I cannot think of one thing that we've done that worked the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it all comes down to being a problem solver. And so, talking specifically to people who work with clients, experts, you're a coach, you're a consultant. For you to make the big money, the big bucks, to design the life that you want, you have to be able to solve big problems for your clients, and you have to be able to solve big problems for yourself. If you can do those two things, you can make a lot of money. Unfortunately, there's a lot of experts out there that they only can solve big problem for the clients. And those are the guys and the gals who aren't making that much money as an expert.
Yeah. So let's take this and put it boots on the ground. Let's give an actual tactic to take this principle that you're talking about. You're doing great, by the way. Just thought I'd say that.
Thank you. I feel great. I feel great about this.
Really proud of how you're presenting yourself to the world. Anyways, let's go tactical for a second. So one of the things that
everyone is your approval.
You have it just for today only. You have to earn it again tomorrow. But here's the thing. One of the things that we try to do is, there are times when we're making an investment in something, or we're deciding whether to do something, and we're like, well, what if this doesn't work? Those are natural human thoughts. You're never going to fully get away from that, probably. But the thing that we like to do, and this is what gives you the actual odds of how to make decisions, is let's say that, Chris, we're going to talk to somebody and we're like, we need help doing X, Y, Z. And they're like, here's the price. And it's like, okay, well, we need a formula to weigh whether this is a good chance or a bad chance. Does that make sense? So what we'll do is we'll compare the odds of getting what we want with this person's help. And then we'll take a step back and we'll say, well, what are the odds of us getting what we want without it by ourselves? And we'll just simple math. We'll compare those odds. And there are some times when we do talk to someone and the odds of us doing it by ourselves, we feel like are just as high as the odds of doing it with someone's help. If that's the case, you may not need to go forward with it. And that doesn't mean you're being fearful. And we're not saying you should always hire a mentor for everything in your life all the time and don't even think about it. That's not what we're saying. But most cases, when we do compare it, we either have a higher chance of hitting the target with someone's help, or the speed drastically increases with this person's help. To give you an example, when we talked to Jay, it was back in October. Here's what we wanted. Here was the target. He's hella expensive, like a freaking lot. We would buy like 3 Teslas, basically, with the price that he was quoting us. And we just did that. I remember. What are the chances of us getting here without him? What are the chances of us getting here with him? And it wasn't so much that we didn't believe that we couldn't figure it out, but the timeline of us going it by ourselves was so much longer. It was like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about what if this doesn't work out or what if we get screwed. Those are not thoughts that serve your potential. Those are thoughts that shut you down.
Yeah.
So you just compare the risks, compare the odds, compare the chances. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And being open either way. I think that's a really important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many people, they're not, dude. Honestly, they're not open. They have ego. They're like, oh, I could do the ads, or oh, I can figure it out. Yeah, you could probably figure it out in like the next 20 years. And then you'll get distracted and you'll buy some other course or get distracted by some other shiny object. And you're just like in this crazy feedback loop of shittiness and never going anywhere.
I remember sometime one of the calls I had some time ago, this is back when I was taking calls, he was coaching us on our offer at the end of the call. And he needed help because he was selling one-to-one and he didn't have a webinar and he didn't have anything. He was referral based. He's been in the game for like 30 years, was making about 12 grand a month, which is a fail. If you've been in the game for that long, that's a fail. You should have figured it out by now. Anyways, he was coaching us and he was like telling me what to do. And I remember saying, well, can I be honest with you? He's like, yeah. I was like, the feedback you're giving me right now is the reason that we make $500,000 a month and you make 12 a month. He didn't like that very much, but it's the truth. He had an ego. He was thinking his way is always the better way. He was trying to force his opinion on everyone else. And here's the thing, like, sometimes you just got to compare the odds and suck it up and don't take it as a personal hit on your ego. You go get help. Probably the biggest reason that people who have had success in the past don't have success in the future is because their success has blinded them to their own blind spots.
Yep.
They're like, oh, I can do anything. I'm freaking King Kong. Like, no, you just had a successful launch. That's it.
Yeah, that is one of the characters that I notice as someone who's successful is they assume other people are better than them. Dude, how many times do we look at either mentors or maybe competitors or other people in the market? Like, we assume that they have things that they're doing that are better than us, which means that we have a lot of potential to improve and do it better, which means we're going to take the right steps to put those things into action to become the best. Always the chase to be the best.
Bro, I can tell that you just got chickens at your house. You want to know why? Because you came with those fresh golden nugs today. My wife wants chickens now. I'm like, Linz, we don't have the same house or land that they do. Don't care. She wants chickens in the garage. I'm like, thanks, Chris and Missy. Really appreciate that.
I just told her to buy them and not tell you.
Wow. I'm so glad that you're like protecting our relationship. All right, that's all we got.
Just the protein you get from those eggs.
Let's just wrap this up while we're on a high. Guys, we love making this show for you. We would really, 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 really value and appreciate if you left us a review. It can be a positive review. It could be a negative review. It can be in the middle. Hey, we just want to hear your honest thoughts. It means the world to us. I think we have something like 40 reviews and you know, we want like at least 1,000. So
At least
get on that.
1,000.
Please get on that. And if you haven't checked out the memos, monthlymemos.com, www.monthlymemos.com. It's the best way.
How it works.
If you had a 7 or 8 figure entrepreneur be like, hey, I'll tell you my biggest mistakes so you can avoid them. Just pay $7 for me to ship them to you. If you have that opportunity and you don't take that opportunity, I don't even want you to be successful. You're a disease. You're just sucking the life out of the world. We need you to go.
I don't know if I'd say you're a disease, but you're definitely crazy.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I was just trying to shock value, marketing. Just kidding, guys. If you don't get the memos, you can still listen to our podcast. We're just going to make fun of you until you buy. Anyways, anything else?
No.
All right, see ya.
See ya. What's up, everybody? Chris here, and just wanted to take a minute and say thank you so much for listening to the Smartest Guys in Marketing podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. Please go leave a review on iTunes, whether it's positive or negative. We want to hear your feedback and know what you're thinking and how we can improve. And if you know anybody that needs to hear what we're saying, please share it with them. And the last thing I have to tell you today is if you haven't gotten the monthly memos, jump over there and grab it at trafficandfunnels.com/memos. Here's the deal. The monthly memos is an opportunity for us to download what's happening in our business with our clients. And that's from mindset to marketing to strategy to tactics to traffic to funnels, business operations across the board. We are able to just break down and give to you what's happening. So our journey is to make a big impact. We want to make a massive impact on people's lives. And for us to do that, we're doing things like the monthly memos. We want you to get ahead faster and make a lot less mistakes than what we have made. And I think it's a great medium for you to do that. So jump over there, grab that. The price is ridiculously low, and we did that for a reason, just so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to jump on there. trafficandfunnels.com/memos. And listen, again, really, really appreciate you guys.